What's up, toy lovers? Todd here, and finally got my Kickstarter Action Force figures from Valaverse. They're looking awesome. I did one of the kind of all-in. I mean, he called it something different, but I ended up getting all the figures. So I just wanted to do a quick review for those waiting or people that didn't get them in or didn't want to get them and whatnot, because I know like there's retailers like Big Bad Toy Store have them on their website still for pre-order, because I ordered some more off of them. But yeah, I jumped all in on this. The 1/12 scale 6-inch figures are my favorite. I had a huge 1/18 collection, but you know, been going all in with the 1/12. Just way more detail and whatnot, and just cooler. They can just get better poses and different weapons, just more detail than the 1/18 scale, which is the 4-inch. So right off the bat, I just want to say what's cool. What he did was he gives us a figure stand, which is really awesome, and it's got a slot in the back to actually hold the figure card, the file card, I guess. Sorry. It's got file cards, and the stand has the little diamond pattern metal look to it. Action Force, it has 4 pegs in it, so you can pose them. But it's cool, it's got that little slit in the back there, so you can put their file card. Thought that was awesome. I didn't realize that. It comes with, this is the Swarm Trooper, so it's the equivalent of Cobra. These are the bad guys in his world, and you've got, comes with four sets of hands. So it has fists, closed fist, which we've seen. It's got your normal grip, which we see a lot. It has the grip with the extended trigger fingers, so you can get it into those triggers, which we've also been getting from Hasbro or whatnot. But the new one, I've never seen this one. I have classified Legends, Star Wars, Black Series. It's the like a cupped hand to hold the weapon, like a long rifle, shotgun, you name it. It's got this cupped hand, which I thought was really cool. It's the first time I've seen it. I mean, what do I know? I believe it's, you know, first one out there. I don't think Hasbro's done it. I put that one. The figure came with the 2 fists in, so I put the one with the trigger finger out and the cupped hand to hold the weapon. So I don't know if it's focusing in on it, but the oops, sorry about that. Figures look really good. A lot of detail. Love the armor. Love how made them look like a bee, like the insect. It's got the hive symbol. They come with this long rifle, a pistol, and also a knife or dagger, whatever. Places to hold them, which is my favorite thing. I always like when a figure can hold the weapons it comes with. Now, you do get a letter with these saying how there's tight joints with the shipping, the different temperatures these have gone through. Be very careful. They forewarn you to use a hair dryer or the warm water technique to loosen up the joints. This figure is the first one I've opened of this line. It was very tight. The hands, I did have to heat them to pull them off. with the classified, the Black Series, any of those, I haven't had this much problem. He said this would just be with the first wave, the 1.0, and it's not going to affect all of them. They're all going to be a little different. It's just something they noticed. So if you have these, if you haven't opened them, be very, very careful. I used a hair dryer to heat up the hands to remove them. You may want to also let them get to room temperature in your house before doing too much posing. But just great armor detail. I love the legs. This reminds me down here of like a knight's armor, which is really cool. I thought that was really cool. It's got this cool vest, and he's got armor, just all geared up. This dude looks like he can take some hits, keep on clicking. Let's see, the head really articulated. They can, looks straight up there, and got great articulation there. These are going to be awesome to take photos with. Can look all the way down. So great range of motion in the head of these. Has the butterfly joints. Now again, this is tight. I don't want to go too crazy with it, but I can tell this is really, really, really tight out of the box. Watch me break it. But this does the 360 swivel here. Double joint in the elbow. The double jointed knee. So tons of posability. Just tight at this point. The feet. Yeah, it's got the front ankle. Sorry. There. Oh, it's got the a lot of motion in the torso there. It's got the 2 pivot points here in the chest, the waist. So just really, really articulated. I like the sculpting, the armor look on these troopers. You got 4 sets of hands, which is awesome for different poses. And I got like a G.I. Joe classified Viper. So you can see they're pretty even the height. The valaverse figure, the swarm trooper might be just a smidge tall. Well, they're probably the same. I didn't have them. This table's probably not the most level, so they're very equal in size of the Viper. Sorry if my phone probably tilted there. Let's take his backpack off. There you go. He's got, more range of motion than the Viper does. I know that because they can't move their head as much. Because they got the larger helmet with the back here, and he designed this to go up, so you can get that range of motion of looking up. He really thought that out. He's really thinking about the collectors. I know the Hasbro designers, they got to try to, they obviously think about us too, but they got to think about, they got to try to stay true to the original product. And that's why they try to, make the Vipers look like the Vipers from the 80s that we remember. So, then I got a Cobra Trooper here. And you'll notice he has a flamethrower gear set from some guys. They're called Gridiron Studios. They make weapons packs, all kinds of stuff. I bought some grass dio pieces, RPGs, tons of different small arms. They got all kinds of stuff. But yeah, these guys are equal to the G.I. Joe classified troopers. Scaling really well. Could fit right in. They could be an elite, another part of the Cobra faction if you wanted. So here's the box. This is how they come boxed up. Swarm Trooper, nice window. Shows you all the goodies that you're going to receive. All the hands. 3 weapons. Some box art. Oh, Viper. Viper down. The Viper down. You got the back. It's nice. He did the action points, kind of like how, we had the G.I. Joe flag points back in the day. This is the first wave of figures, all included in the Kickstarter. Got the Sarge, Kirik, Condor, Bone Collectors, Steel Brigade Troopers, and Swarm Troopers. This is the file card. So these boxes are nice. As you can see, I cut a file card out. There's the figure stands it's in the bottom of the back. I think that's awesome, because a huge company like Hasbro, and what do they do? Not do is give us stands. So, a lot of their figures obviously stand up, but when you have female figures, especially in the Star Wars line, I have to buy second market stands. I got tons. I have hundreds and hundreds of dollars invested in stands. I'm always buying doll stands or stands by NECA, whatever, whatever you can find. I mean, Hasbro's throwing us some, but they're always like an extra $5 or more, whatever, So it's kind of cool. Threw in some pretty sweet stands here. And let me get the figure pack. All right, and I also they made a Swarm gear set, Swarm Trooper gear set. This is the box it comes in. A little bit smaller of a box. It's got the action point. Pulled the set, comes out. Plastic bag here. So this has a kind of like a jetpack glider. So that's pretty sweet. One with that bee themed. It's got the grenade launcher. Small rifle. Oh, Uzi type. I don't know all my gun types. Shield. That's cool, like a riot shield. And then the honeycombed stand. I think I got about 8 of these figures, so I bought 2 of these gear packs. So probably able to hold it with that hand. But let's get this. What we gotta do is that peg a little long, or is there a? Oh, you gotta line it up. I didn't line it up with the hole there. There we go. There we go. Snaps in there. Whoops. And I believe these move out. Yeah, these move. You can position those. I think there's 3. Goes up. And I can feel it. Like it's got, it locks. They lock in, so that's pretty cool. It's got 3 different positions. It's always cool. Like, I like to, back these guys that just have their dream of going out on their own and creating a good action figure line and competing with the big boys. Perhaps heat that up. And I always like to back those guys and get some new figures out there for everybody that we normally wouldn't get. But yeah, I mean, it's got the other hands. Yeah, and see, they're a little really tight. Loosen that up.